1-0 to Gray, and he hits that into deep left center field. Going back, Hamilton, and this one's gone.
First career home run, Jon Gray, a two-run shot to dead center, no less.
Ball was up about thigh high, and Jon Gray was ready. I mean, he crushed this ball.
That is where the big boys go. Ow! Wow.
Yeah, Jon Gray's first career home run wasn't just any old homer. It went 467 feet, and it was the longest by a pitcher in Major League Baseball last year. That is something to kind of stick in your cap and enjoy, I'll tell you.
Isn't there a way just to, call him directly?
There is, as a matter of fact, and we have him on the line via FaceTime. Rockies right-hander Jon Gray. Happy New Year, Jon. How you doing?
Doing great. Happy New Year.
I want to get the ugliness out of the way right off the bat here, because I know it was a rough day for you yesterday, for Chase Anderson, for Garrett Richards, any other OU alums in our game in Major League Baseball. So, man, what exactly in your mind went wrong yesterday?
In my mind, I messed it up. It was my fault. I wasn't supposed to watch the game. I turned it on at halftime. I watched the second half, and that's when things went downhill. So, I blew that one.
Are you a superstitious guy?
Now I am. I believe it after yesterday. So we're going to stick with it.
Man, we thought they were loaded and ready to roll after the first half and the whole story with Baker Mayfield and the Heisman.
They backed the offense off, man, down the stretch there. It was disappointing.
Good game.
You know what they might have needed? A Ghostbuster.
Oh.
Got to lead you to that. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, we want to know about it, because I don't know that you're as into it now. And when these stories appear for a player, they get a lot of run, and then at some point you don't do the things that are on your Wikipedia page. Are you still looking for this? What do they call it? Paranormal activity?
Yeah, I did. Well, I don't do that on a regular basis. No, not at all. No, I went to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado at the end of my first season and got to spend some time there. And, it was like the place where The Shining was written. So it was very cool, very historic, and, it was supposed to be very haunted. So it was a lot of fun, and I got to spend a couple of nights there. And yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we queued up the creepy music for you.
I see that. Now,
but
go ahead. I'm sorry, Jon.
Oh, no, it's just I find it very interesting. Anything unexplained is interesting to me. But, it's just it's not a regular thing that happens now.
Well, the famous one on the Major League circuit is the Pfister Hotel in Milwaukee. You guys still stay at the Pfister when you go through there?
We do.
So did you bring the tools with you or what? Did you go looking around?
I did the first time, and no, I didn't the second time. No, it's a very cool place. It's a very cool thing, but
okay,
no,
time out. I got to back you up. So the first time you did, so what happens? You take that on the flight with you. You get on the bus, and you got all your Ghostbuster equipment. What do? You tell your teammates, "Here's what I'm doing tonight"?
I didn't tell anyone besides a couple of guys, but I was gonna, exactly. I was going to go around, see if it's legit, try to find whatever I can. If it isn't, whatever, but it'll be fun.
Tell them about the story about you getting it yourself.
Spring training.
Yeah.
I was down in spring training in Florida, down St. Pete, and one of the hotels was an old hospital. And I was like, once they told me that at the front desk, I'm like, peace out. Adios.
Yeah. It never works out.
Hey, let's talk a little baseball with you, Jon. And, getting back to the end of the season, first of all, congrats on a great season and a wild card appearance for you and the Rockies. I mean, how long did it take you in terms of the disappointing way the wild card game went to kind of be able to put enough distance between that and the rest of the year to say, you know what, we had a pretty good year?
Yeah, we did. And, that's the cool thing about it is we've got a lot more to look forward to. And, we made some big strides last year. We had a lot of young players step up and do well. And, and our front office is pushing. There's a lot of good things going on right now. And I think we're going to see, those kinds of games a lot more the years to come.
Yeah, this is no Ghostbusters question, but what did you find different pitching in Colorado compared to everywhere else? What have you learned about pitching there?
What I've learned, what I think works for me at Colorado is I just need to miss as many bats as I can and pitch inside. If I can do those two things, then I think everything's going to work out. Just making things look like strikes for as long as they can. That's it.
Hey, you talked about the front office push, and it is absolutely true, and we've taken notice of it here, of course, and the majority of that, the focus of it, seems to be on the bullpen. I mean, they're putting together a really banner group of relievers behind you and the starting rotation and the rest of your mates. Are you following all this? Are you communicating with your staff mates when Wade Davis, Jake McGee re-signs, when all this stuff starts falling into place?
Yeah, and it's very cool to see. You know, a lot of those guys I would watch on TV before Pro Bowl even happened. So it's very cool to be able to, you know, put on a jersey next to them and go out and play. So, you know, I'm super excited about camp. It feels different than it has any other year. And I'm ready for it to start up and get to know these new guys. And great to play.
Does that change your approach as a pitcher now? You know, you got all those guys behind you?
Absolutely. Yeah, you just feel more confident. You just, you know, there's more of a reason for you to win that game. So, you definitely have a different feeling out there when you get those guys behind you. You know, you get through 6 innings on a night. You know, they're gonna close it down for you. So, it's a great thing to have back there. All of them are extremely talented guys, and I can't wait to see how they work in spring training.
So, you know, it's not long before camps open in earnest, and Harold and I were talking about this. It seems like after you get through with college football, it's like right around the corner, and we're kind of there right now. So in the remaining, I don't know, month, 5 weeks that you have to yourself before you get to the celebrity rehab ranch known as Camelback Spa, or is it the other way around? What does your typical day look like in terms of your workouts?
In terms of my workouts, sometimes I will start with a little bit of Pilates, kind of like reformer stretches and some movements. But typically, I mean, it's some pulling the sleds, foot movement, you know, strides and all that stuff for running. And but I like to focus on a ton of core and legs for myself, and just make sure my shoulders are loose and they're very flexible. So, yeah, I like to hit my legs hard about this time of year.
Man, what none of us like to do, core and legs.
So when you're pitching, you get yourself in a little bit of a jam. You just say, let him hit the ball to third. I mean, Nolan's ridiculous.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that every time. It is. It's a lot of fun to watch, and man, like just being on the field, being that close and seeing that happen, it's on another level, and another speed.
Hey, John, we appreciate the visit with us this morning. Again, Happy New Year. Thanks for taking a little time with us.
Thanks for letting us have a little fun with you, too.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you in camp coming up in 6 weeks, man. Enjoy the rest of your off season, the little time that remains of it.
Will do. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Rockies right-hander Jon Gray joining us this morning on Hot Stove.